हो गया ऐसा।
Hey guys, welcome to Tech Radar India. We are live with the OnePlus 6. I've actually had this for just under a week now. You guys probably were watching the live. This one is the Mirror Black edition. So the OnePlus 6 will be available in India in Mirror Black. It will be available in Midnight Black. It will be available in Silk White. It will be available in the Avengers edition as well. The Avengers edition sells from later this month, May 29th to be precise. The OnePlus 6 itself will start selling on May 21st for Amazon Prime customers, and it will be available to others from May 22nd onwards. What I can tell you is that they'll start with the Midnight Black edition, then follow it up with the Mirror Black. So the Midnight Black and Mirror Black will mostly be available together. Then they will move on to the Silk White version later. They haven't yet confirmed when the Silk White version will be available in the country. It runs on the Snapdragon 845 chipset. It's got the same 16MP 20MP cameras with a new sensor, higher pixel size this time. Of course, they've changed the shape of the fingerprint sensor. They've also moved the camera to the center of the back, sort of upper center, if that's right. There's of course so you get a 6.28 inch 1080p display. That's an optic AMOLED display as OnePlus usually uses. You get the usual UI here. Of course, there's the notch that you guys have seen in the leaks, and with the notch come gestures, so you can go into the settings at any time and you can choose gestures on the phone. This will not be the default. The default settings is to go with the nav bar. So you can just go into navigation and gestures. You can choose this. It will give you back the buttons. If you don't want that, you can go to navigation gestures. I personally think the navigation gestures are fine. It works pretty much like an iPhone. You just swipe from the bottom to go out. You swipe and stop to go into recents. And if you want to go back, you just swipe from any of the sides and just stop. So that's pretty much how it works. So the OnePlus 6 is being priced at 34,999 for the 664GB version. So the starting price remains almost the same, and it's 39,999 for the 128GB version. It's worth noting that the Avengers edition will be priced at 44,999, and that one is gonna be available from May 29th, and it is only going to be sold in 8 256GB editions. So that is the only one that comes with 8 256. Ashish Joseph, you are sort of right. I mean, the major change here is in terms of the looks. I'll tell you more when I finish the review. I've only had it for under a week right now, so I'm not yet finished with the review, so I'm going to hold my judgment for the moment. But yeah, you will know more. Rayan, wow, people are tagging each other. Go ahead guys, please watch. Puneet, hello. I've of course changed the wallpaper. This is not the wallpaper that comes with it, but I really like it because, so I like the Wakanda wallpaper that I've put here. It looks nice with the notch. It also has face unlock, which currently will not work because, well, the camera is looking at the phone I'm doing the live with, and there's of course a fingerprint sensor that you can use. Yeah, pretty much that's pretty much everything you need to know about the device. It's not entirely new per se, in the sense that the specs remain mostly the incrementally updated. It still supports dash charge, which is still awesome. It still charges really fast with dash charge technology. Other than that, yeah, nothing really groundbreaking here. It's got the new display, new notch. This is something you can start expecting in this year from all Android devices. So Ranjit, the 256GB edition is only going to be for the Avengers edition, and that one is priced at 44,999. It will also be a limited edition device. The Avengers edition will come with this, there'll be these medallions in the box which you guys are supposed to collect. There are 6 of them. So if you collect 6 of them, you will form this huge medallion. It's sort of like a puzzle. You'll form 6 of them together, you'll form a huge medallion, and OnePlus says that they will later announce a challenge for people who are collecting them. or who have been able to collect them. Essentially, they want the community to come together and put their medallions together. One thing it does have is a headphone jack. A lot of you will be... And I'm back. I lost connection for a second. Chandrakumar, the 64GB variant will be priced at 34,999. That's the starting price of the device. 39,999 is the finishing price per se. That's for the 128GB edition. Yeah, and that's pretty much everything I can tell you. If you guys have more questions, yes, go ahead, ask. Ranjit, I don't want to comment on price yet, but yeah, I do tend to agree with you. But then it is a limited edition device. You do expect limited edition devices to be slightly, not slightly, I mean, often more expensive. That said, yes, 44,999 may be a bit over the top. You're very welcome, bro. Chandra Kumar says thank you. Okay, you're very welcome. As you guys can see, I have a bunch of apps. I actually use too many apps, all kinds of games, everything. It's also got the gaming mode, which OnePlus users will already be familiar with that. So the gaming mode basically makes some enhancements for gaming that you can do. Essentially, it lets you add a bunch of apps to gaming. I mean, it lets you add a bunch of apps which the phone will recognize as games, and then it will let you make changes based on that. Essentially, so for example, what I have done is it can schedule power on, power off. It can wait. Okay, there you go. That's the gaming mode. So for example, I've added these apps here. So whenever these apps run, gaming mode comes on. So it can answer calls directly via the speaker. So the call will not interrupt you. It will start taking the call via the loudspeaker and you can start speaking. You can also block notifications if you want to. There's a game battery saver, which I really would suggest you disable because it will affect performance while gaming. And you can of course disable auto brightness, which I would really recommend, because especially with the notch, what happens is when you hold it in landscape mode like this, you'll usually have both the hands. You'll hold it with both hands and your palm will usually cover the notch here, and this is where the ambient light sensor is. And when your palm covers the notch, the phone basically thinks that the amount of light has gone down, and hence it reduces the screen's brightness. Rohit, I will tell you about the camera on the 21st of May. Honestly speaking, OnePlus has a very, very poor embargo on the device in India. So a lot of things are just not allowed. We are just not allowed to talk about the camera right now. We're just not allowed to talk about the performance right now. And honestly, that's sort of good because I have not finished testing the camera. So I need to finish testing the camera. So yeah, wait till 21st. I will definitely let you guys know what the camera is all about and how the phone is. I'm currently on the OnePlus 5 128GB. Is it good to upgrade? Connected again, and we are back again. And yeah, so 1 year on, Ranjit, if you have a 1 year old device, it's never really an upgrade nowadays. So that's that answer to your question. Rohit, like I said, sorry, not yet. May 28th. They do have a new slow-mo feature on the camera though. So they have a slow-mo mode, which is nothing like Sony or Samsung. So it does not do at 960 FPS, slow-mo at 960 FPS. Instead, it does it at 240 and 480 FPS on 1080p and HD respectively. And that's, I mean, pretty much standard. Honestly, not a big deal. Of course, it shoots videos. It can do 2x optical zoom. It can do portrait mode. The usual stuff. UI-wise, not many changes there. You still get the shelf screen for those of you who use it. Me, I've never used it in the last 1 week because I just don't need it. I mean, it's up to you guys if you guys need it. I think the shelf is one of those things which you might get used to, and if you get used to, you'll start thinking it's useful, but it's not something life-changing, of course. And that's about it, guys. That's pretty much everything I can tell you about the OnePlus 6 right now. If you have more questions, ask me. If you don't, I'm gonna sign off because it's really, 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 really hot here in Mumbai and I need to get back into the air-conditioned room. Also, if you have still more questions, please feel free to write to us. You can write to us on messages, on Facebook, on email, on whatever. Just leave a comment here, we'll tell you. Rohit, I don't have water near me, I can't do a waterproof test. Also, the phone is not waterproof, it is water resistant, which means a few splashes, cool. Don't dunk it in water. And that's about it, guys. See you, bye.